The first question that we have to do is to break down the double angle rule. For this, we need to use this particular rule that is given, sum of the angle identity, and we have to use that. So we have cos 2 theta. We're going to write it as theta plus theta. One of the theta is A and the other one is B. So we write it as cos A, meaning cos theta, again cos theta, minus sine A, meaning sine theta, multiplied by sine theta. This turns out to be cos squared theta minus sine squared theta. They told us to write down the answer in terms of only cos squared theta. Now we have to use the identity that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is identical to 1. From here we can get cos squared theta is identical to 1 minus sine squared theta, and sine squared theta, if we send this cos squared to the other side, is 1 minus cos squared theta. So what we want the answer to be only in terms of cos squared theta. So we have to get rid of the sine squared theta, and we're going to write cos squared theta minus, and instead of sine squared theta, we're going to write 1 minus cos squared theta. Using the identity, sine squared theta is the same as 1 minus cos squared theta. If you open the bracket, it turns out to be cos squared theta minus 1 plus cos squared theta. If we add it up, it is 2 cos squared theta minus 1. Done. Question number B. We have a region enclosed by the curve with equation y equals to 3 cos 2x, the y-axis, the x-axis, and the line y equals to pi by 8. And it is rotated around the x-axis by 360 degrees. That means in a complete circle to make it a solid. We have to find the volume. Okay, so the volume equals to integration of limit pi y squared dx. That is the rule for finding the volume. So what we have to do over here, we have volume equals to, now the limit is, we have the y-axis, we have the x-axis, and we have this picture, and we have the line x equals to pi by 8. That means the limit is going to be 0. Y-axis means x equal to 0, and the other value of x is pi by 8. So 0 to pi by 8. If one value of x is given and the other value is y-axis, it is going to be 0. And pi y square, y is 3 cos twice x whole squared dx. So this is going to be 0 to pi by 8. So 3 square is 9, so we get 9 pi, and cos twice x whole square is cos squared twice x dx. Let's bring the constant 9 pi outside the integral and start our integration. So 0 to pi by 8 cos squared twice x. Now we cannot integrate this. We can only integrate if it is in the format of integration. We can only do if it is cos ax. So the integration is sine ax divided by d by dx of ax plus c. Now we cannot integrate this. So for that, what we have to do, we have to write down an identity that looks like cos theta. And the identity goes like this, 0 to pi by 8. So the identity is, if you have cos squared theta, instead of that, you can write it as half cos twice theta plus 1. If you have cos squared twice theta, it would be half cos twice theta would become twice of twice theta, and it would become 4 theta plus 1. So it means if you have theta, it would become twice theta, and if you have twice theta, it would become double of that, which is 4 theta. So we can write the identity. I still haven't integrated this. I'm just writing the identity, half cos 4 theta plus 1. So this is x, so I'm going to write x instead of theta, x dx. So this is coming from the previous double angle that we did. If we rearrange this, this is exactly what we get. Let me show you this. So we have cos twice theta equals to 2 cos squared theta minus 1. So if we rearrange this and send this 1 to the other side, it becomes cos 2 theta plus 1 divided by 2. So cos squared theta is cos 2 theta plus 1 divided by 2, which is half. So let's continue with this integration. So integration of, if you bring the half outside, it would be 9 by 2 pi. So we have 0 to pi by 8 cos 4x plus 1 dx. So integration of cos 4x is going to be sine 4x divided by d by dx of the angle 4x is going to be 4 plus integration of 1 is going to be x 0 to pi by 8. Now we put the limit. So 9 pi by 2, if you put the limit pi by 8, so it would be 1 by 4 sine 4 into pi by 8, and it is going to be pi by 2. If you put here pi by 8, 4 by 8 is half, so pi by 2 plus this is going to be pi by 8 minus, if we put here 0, it would be 1 by 4 sine 0 plus 0. So this is the idea. So you have to be very careful because 9 pi by 2 is multiplied with the entire thing. So be careful about the brackets. So 9 pi by 2. So now we can write sine 90 degree. Sine pi by 2 means 90 degree, which is 1. So we have 1 by 4 plus pi by 8 minus sine 0 degree 0. This is also 0. So this is 0. So if we simplify this, this is going to be 9 pi 4 to the 8 plus 9 pi into pi is pi squared. 2 into 8 is 16. And that is the answer. This is the exact format of the answer. This question is GP and we have consecutive terms. That means we have to use the GP rule of common ratio. The common ratio is the next term divided by the previous term. Next term divided by the previous term. So question number A, we have to find the first term of the series, but first we have to find the value of x. So we have the first three terms. So this is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. So u2 by u1 thrice x divided by x plus 2 equals to u3 by u2 7x minus 4 divided by thrice x. So this is going to be thrice x into thrice x is thrice x whole squared, and this is going to be 7x minus 4 into x plus 2. So we have 9x squared equals to 7x into x is 7x squared plus 7 to the 14x minus 4 into x is 4x minus 4 to the 8. So this is going to be 9x squared minus 7x squared is 2x squared. 14x minus 4x is 10x. So this is going to be minus 10x. If you bring the minus 8 to the other side, it becomes 8 equals to 0. Let's divide both sides with 2. So x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. We can only divide if it is an equation. If it was an expression, we cannot just make this into this. So let's do Milton break. 4 ones are 4. So x squared minus 4x minus x plus 4 equals to 0. Let's do it over here. So this is going to be, if we take x common, x minus 4. If we take 1 common, it becomes x minus 4 equals to 0. So we have one factor x minus 4. The other one is x minus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, x equals to 4 or x equals to 1. Now, how do you know how to find the first term? They have mentioned the terms are non-identical. Let's put the value of x and see which two terms become the same. If we put x equals to 4, this is 4 plus 2, 6. And this is 2 fours are 12. So this is not identical. If we put 1, it will be 1 plus 2, 3, and 3 ones are 3. So we cannot use x equals to 1. So we use for x equals to 4. So the first term u1 is going to be x plus 2. So 4 plus 2 is going to be 6. So answer the first term, a equals to 6. Question number B, we have to find the common ratio. So the common ratio is the second term divided by the first term. So when x equals to 4, so the common ratio r is going to be u2 by u1. That means thrice x divided by x plus 2 equals to 3 into 4, 12 divided by 4 plus 2, 6. So 12 by 6 is 2. So the common ratio is 2. Question number C, we have to find the sum of the first 17 terms. So question, we have to find S17. So since R is 2, it is divergent, meaning the common ratio, absolute value of the common ratio is more than 1. So the sum of n terms is for divergent series is going to be first term multiplied by r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So that's it. So let's find this. First term is 6 multiplied by r is 2 to the power 17 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. So we can use the calculator directly to find the value. So 2 to the power 17 is this minus 1 multiplied by 6. And this turns out to be 786426.